The moment Zoe stepped through the door, it slammed shut behind her and locked them all in with no way back. Danny was still riding high on his own ego, convinced he was some kind of escape room legend. He slid forward and walked straight into a wall. Turns out the endless snowy landscape around them was just a massive video projection. They were still trapped inside a giant room. The collision triggered another mechanism, and the sound of cracking ice rang out across the floor. Vents on both sides of the walls began blasting freezing cold air. The temperature of the entire room plummeted. Danny still refused to accept reality, insisting it was all just sound effects and movie magic. He was convinced the organizers wouldn't dare go this far. Too much legal liability. What he didn't know was that his arrogance and naivety were about to cost him his life. The group split up to search the room. Amanda found a red puffer jacket to fight off the cold. Ben discovered a hole in the ice. Mike found a fishing rod. And Zoe reached into the mouth of a stuffed polar bear and pulled out a magnet. The clues clicked into place. They tied the magnet to the fishing hook and lowered it down through the hole. Before long, they fished up a cube completely encased in a thick block of ice from the freezing water below. Sitting right in the center of that block was a key to the next room. Now they just had to melt the ice. Zoe suggested using Ben's lighter. Ben tossed it over without a second thought. It landed perfectly on a patch of ice that looked dangerously thin. Danny volunteered to go pick it up, but the moment he turned around to head back, everyone panicked. They frantically stomped and slapped the ice, desperately trying to find where Danny was. But beneath the surface was nothing but endless dark and cold. And just like that, the self-proclaimed escape room genius checked out in front of everyone. Danny's death hit them like a bucket of ice water. This was not a game anymore. This was a real-life death trap. Fear set in fast, and with it came suspicion. Mike turned on Ben and demanded to know if he'd thrown the lighter there on purpose to lure Danny over. Thankfully, Jason stepped in and shut down the pointless blame game. Right now, the only thing that mattered was getting that key. The only way to do it was to use their own body heat to melt the ice. The five of them huddled together and took turns pressing their palms against the block, using every last bit of warmth left in their bodies to fight off the negative degree cold. The seconds dragged by. Their minds started to go foggy. Just as they were teetering on the edge of giving up, the key finally broke free from the melting ice. They fumbled with stiff, frozen fingers to turn the key. A door in the distance swung open. They threw themselves through it on their last ounce of strength and escaped the frozen killing floor.